What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for your safety. Your mask is for mine. I don't care what your uncles, brothers, best friends, mailman's roommate from college put on social media. Chances are they didn't think it through, and there's a very better than average chance that they're an idiot. So when you go outside, you put on your little mask over your face, put the little straps around your ears, and we're all going to be a lot safer. This is 18.
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to talk professionalized wrestling with all of you. We got a crew with us. First of all, he is the Mayhemmer down the street from what were we doing? From a sweet barcade where we played some gauntlet the other day. He's Mad Mike. I forgot how to switch. Which button is it? There you are.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Sorg. Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing things. I watched some wrestling this week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched 2 pay-per-views almost
crap.
fully.
Holy crap. Wait,
Yeah.
2 pay-per-views. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Wrestling.
Also with us, he's our friend. He's Mainstream Matt of Just Pro Wrestling News.
Yeah.
Oh man, my
What's
introductions
happening,
are
boys?
off. Hello, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
Just Pro Wrestling Station Central.
In the Just Pro Wrestling newsroom.
Yes.
Just me.
Yes.
Yep.
Any hot news coming up tonight?
WWE unveiled their pay-per-view plans for all of next year.
Uh-huh.
They're going to do SummerSlam. Wait, hold on. I won't bury the lead. 2-day WrestleMania confirmed. Third straight year. So this is a thing now, okay? There's no going back.
You motherfuckers wanted it. I
didn't say I wanted it. Do we want it? Who wanted
there,
it?
there were
I
a,
think
there were
when
a
I-
lot of people that said they wanted it.
I think the choice was like, would you rather have an 8-hour WrestleMania on one night or split up between 2 nights? I said,
And
take it
what
split
I
up between 2 nights.
and I guarantee what's going to happen is we're going to have 12 hours of WrestleMania.
Well,
Well,
tell you what.
it didn't happen this past year, so we'll see if
Yeah.
they can control themselves.
Matt, they in Texas. You know what they say about Texas?
you can't get an
Big.
abortion.
Most things are bigger there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Most things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still remember the last time they ran WrestleMania in that building, how unbearably long that WrestleMania was.
Oh,
Unbearable. Sorg, we were watching that one together. That
yes.
was so
yes.
long. That was the first.
Well,
That really was the first WrestleMania where it was like, this damn thing is too long.
well, Matt. We're gonna find out because I have dedicated to attending WrestleMania this next year.
Both nights.
Yeah. If I'm going, it's gonna be both nights. So
Cool.
It seems to work out. My work I vowed if my work schedule worked out. So I'm there. I have some soft bookings in Dallas that week, and I put myself out there. So if anybody needs a wrestling show that needs streamed and in the Dallas area, hit me up. I'll be there.
Someone's gonna need it. I mean, there's gonna be some
I guarantee people are going to need
Actually,
it.
I probably shouldn't.
crackpot indie is gonna need you, Sorg, for sure.
Actually, I probably shouldn't take that up because then I'm gonna have to drive to Dallas instead of fly. So, but anyways, but still, it's going down. And also looking at the LA one because I might, even if I'm working that weekend, I think I'm gonna be in the same town in 2023. So we'll see how those dates kind of shake out.
It's nice that you have your schedule laid out that far in advance, Sorg. I'm really jealous of you, knowing where you're gonna be in 2 damn years. Jealous.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, barring any, pandemic or anything like that. Oh, dude, I was filling out dates for 2022. It's wild. It's wild right now. I already got like an MMA booking for like April. So,
Cool.
like 2 weeks after Mania, I'm going to be filming MMA. I know that. So, no, it's great.
So anyway,
Go
so
ahead.
2-day WrestleMania confirmed. SummerSlam will be July 30th. Very early for a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
July
Yeah,
30th.
it's a little weird.
Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Football stadium, Sorg. Home
Yeah.
of the Titans.
I've seen that stadium.
Nashville. Country music themed SummerSlam.
I don't know
Looking
if I
forward
like
to that.
I don't know if I
Well,
like
tell
that.
you what. I'll give you a 2-month lead time pre-report because I'll actually be in Nashville, and so I'll make sure to get a picture in front of the SummerSlam stadium. I you know what? I got a knack for checking out the stadiums like before SummerSlam happens because I was in Vegas just before the last one, so
Mhm.
and be like, hi, that's where the
I
thing's
think they
gonna be.
call that location scouting.
Yes, I was location
Yes.
scouting, exactly. And even I think I drove past Samstown. I didn't realize how cool of a looking place Samstown was that I can tell from the pay-per-views that we see between ROH and Impact Wrestling. But we'll get to that in a moment. So the biggest thing, a lot of Saturday pay-per-views in the next year.
A lot of Saturdays.
Big shift.
I also will
Screw
mention
you,
that
indie wrestling.
They are holding a pay-per-view date for the weekend of Labor Day.
What?
So
Oh, no.
they apparently are going to be running Labor Day weekend,
Which is
which of course is traditionally when AEW runs All Out.
Mhm.
So we'll see if they can work around each other. Now
Wow.
I have heard a lot of speculation. I don't know why everyone is convinced that this is going to be a thing, but everyone
Yeah,
seems to
it-
be convinced that this will be a UK pay-per-view.
No.
Not during
So-
Labor Day weekend.
In
That doesn't
Yes,
make
to
any
which
sense.
I say, That's not. They don't have Labor Day in the UK that weekend. That's like not. That's just a weekend.
Yeah, no.
In the UK. And correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I checked on this earlier today. There's no Labor Day is not on that.
They
date.
don't even spell labor the same way.
I think they got a U in there.
Yeah, they got a
like
U.
to do. Anyway, we'll see if they can work around each other. Hopefully, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't.
all
think
enjoy the wrestles together.
Everyone's saying they're going to be on the same day. You're clowning yourself. Unless
You
it
gotta
is
be crazy to do that.
Clowning?
On both sides.
If it is a UK pay-per-view, then I could see it being on the same day because they'll be at vastly different times.
They could definitely do that.
They'd be at vastly different times if that was the case. But because I think a UK takeover is run on the same day as an AEW show, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no. If it's in the States, there's no way they're running on the same day. They're doing this because they don't know. Because wasn't All Out on a Sunday this year?
Yes.
That's probably why.
Their WWE's in their news release said they were going to do it on the Saturday or the Sunday.
Yeah.
So they're waiting to see. They haven't
so
even
just
announced the
whichever day,
location, so we'll see
whatever day AEW doesn't run, they'll run.
They're not going to run against each other. These guys flee from UFC pay-per-views. They don't want to run against each other.
Yeah, it's like when Marvel and DC had scheduled, I think, Batman vs Superman and Civil War to come out on the same day. By the way, we're having a massive storm right now. If you hear that, that's thunder.
Oh no.
Cool.
That's thunder.
Is it a bomb cyclone? Because I learned that term today.
I don't know.
That's out on the West Coast. The West Coast.
So if I suddenly lose power, pray for Mojo. I guess I don't know.
Mike is lost to the storm.
But yeah, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought because of the very loud thunder.
Pay-per-views and running from UFC.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna. The Marvel and DC had 2 movies scheduled on the same day, and one of them moved. Like it's gonna happen. They're not gonna run directly against.
Somebody blinked.
Yeah, DC.
Someone's gotta plant their flag first, and then the other one will figure out what they're gonna do. It'll be fine.
So
it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be all good.
It'll be fine. They'll be fine. This will be fine.
What do we attribute to their move to generally Saturdays?
Nick Khan.
Oh yeah.
Basically, I mean, he's talked about it in interviews.
Okay.
He thinks Saturdays are better nights. I mean, this makes sense, right? It's better nights for people to travel in, do the show, see them around. That's why they're running pay-per-view on New Year's Day. That's why they're running Labor Day. That's why they ran Vegas. Why they're coming back to Vegas next year to do Money in the Bank, because they're trying to make these big shows more convenient for the traveling fans to come in. Of which there should be plenty. So, I think it's a Nick Khan thing. So, good on Nick.
Pushing the business forward.
It's fine. I am fine with this. No complaints.
Yeah, Saturday pay-per-views are fine.
I hate it because I work almost every Saturday. So
I tell you what, our who would I see on Facebook saying this? And he was wringing his hands over that this is going to hurt the indies.
Bradley.
Maybe Bradley.
Yes.
I mean, it's like 12 weekends out here. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of these indies have their fans, you know.
Well, Warrior Wrestling ran up against Saturday AEW, which they usually have AEW people. Warrior Wrestling ran up against SummerSlam. Right?
Yeah,
like we did a show during SummerSlam, and they just leaned AEW for the roster that night. Like they had a huge presence. Plus, of course, the CM Punk thing was the night before in town, so like AEW was there already. You know what I mean? So if you're, I think the people that come to all your indie shows, like your whatever that brand is, are there for the indie show and aren't just passive fans. If the indie is doing it right, if they're just fly-by-night fans that just want to see some wrestles, yeah, you're going to lose them to SummerSlam or whatever that show is for WWE, for sure. Because it's like, hey, it's a wrestling night, and I only pay my Peacock fee instead of tickets for the kids, to come out to the show. So I mean, it's an easy choice there. But if you're a fan of going and getting a seat and being in front of the action, then I don't think it's a competition.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Plus, if you're like, it's a $5 pay-per-view, I'll watch it tomorrow.
Well, Sorg, you know all too well from your vast experience working with local indies here in Western PA. These indies can't even avoid one another.
No.
When they're booking their dates. They'll book against each other.
How did we go all up against each other, and now there's like no indie shows for 2 weekends in this town?
Yeah, they'll have like 2 or 3 local indies running on the same night. Like, can't you guys just get out of each other's way?
No, this has been a fight. This has been a battle for. I am still, and I think I've recently had this rant on this show. I am still, whoever decides to take a Friday night and clean the fuck up in Pittsburgh. Okay, if there is an opportunity for an indie company in Pittsburgh to say Friday is our night in the city, and they can clean up. Like they'll do great. A brand new company, an old company, whatever it is. I've been preaching this for a while now, and that's my take on it. Being not a person that runs it, but I've seen a lot. Look what Enjoy did a fantastic Friday night show. Hell, WrestleRex is on Thursdays. Somebody who's a long-standing thing that has some steam under it, but this is a Pittsburgh problem. A lot of you guys aren't in Pittsburgh, so sorry. Maybe you have your own indie problems. I think in other places there are indies that will be on any day except for Saturday. Like, I don't think I've seen a Saturday night show in Detroit. It's Sunday or Friday. I don't know what it is.
I wish more. I'd like to see some more indies try the Sunday matinees.
Yes.
There's so few openings now. I mean, like the televised wrestling is just like pervasive now. It's all over the place.
Just wrestling is everywhere. If not that, there's a GCW pay-per-view. I think there was just one this past weekend, right? So
it feels like they're running like 3 shows every weekend now. It just feels like they go to a town, they run 5 shows. That's what they do. They're crazy.
Exactly.
You wonder, like, also, like, what will this mean for the next tier of national promotions too? I mean, we saw Impact move their pay-per-view start time to 10 p.m. Eastern over the weekend to get out of Dynamite's way. And Ring of Honor was traditionally a Friday night pay-per-view, and they've gone away from that, and probably will not be coming back to Friday night pay-per-views anytime soon. I don't think that's anywhere where you want to mess around.
Well, I also wonder
so where do they go? Do they start running Saturdays?
Sundays,
Are they going to be the ones who start running Sundays? It's interesting.
Well, I think Ring of Honor is a different dynamic. Well, they're all around a different dynamic. But also, do we think they're obviously not doing it before the end of the year? But at some point when they start touring, are they going to start just streaming all the shows? And then it doesn't matter. They're not pay-per-views. They're just the next show, right? Because remember, they're doing like, I don't know, 4 to 5 of these shows were streaming a month, I thought, over several weekends. So I don't know.
Yeah, when they were doing like when the Honor Club stuff was really ramped up.
Yeah. Also, hey, Ring of Honor apparently canceled my Honor Club a couple months ago, last month.
They heard you talking about it.
They heard me talking about it. I was just like, I guess I got nothing to watch. I went to go watch today's episode, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a subscription. Why don't I have a subscription? I've been subscribing to you. I don't understand it. But anyways, I don't know. Maybe just something got screwed up at billing or something.
They just don't want your business.
Apparently, Ring of Honor doesn't want my business. Impact Wrestling, I've been fighting with. But anyways.
Impact Wrestling wants our business. They unblocked Mad Mike.
That's right. It's for real.
And
there's ever been a greater olive branch in history.
We could talk about Dark Elevation tonight, but I think
no, fuck that.
The reason that we're really here is to find out if and how and why Mad Mike watched the Impact Wrestling pay-per-view this weekend. First of all, what was the other pay-per-view that you watched?
Crown Jewel?
Oh, that's right. Well, that was like Thursday. That was like, dude.
I
produced. Listen, I produced 3 shows since Crown Jewel. It's 3 weeks away.
That's fair.
In the past for me.
I'm not going to talk about Crown Jewel long. I will say this. I wouldn't actively encourage anyone to go watch it for many ethical and moral reasons.
Right.
But I will say, as a pure wrestling product, it might have been the best pay-per-view they put on all year.
Dude, I enjoyed it.
It was.
I loved it.
Every match was a banger.
Yes.
Like it was fantastic, and that's on a show with Goldberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Goldberg Lashley match exceeded any expectations I would have had for it.
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh wait, you can do this, and you can do it
like,
with everybody on jet lag.
Yeah, like if you can get past the location of it all,
Yes.
it was a damn good show. Like honestly, Edge and Seth Rollins tore it the fuck up, and that opened the show. Like Edge and Seth Rollins said, "Follow this," and everyone pretty much did. You know, to the best of their abilities, everyone pretty much did. Even though, like, there's a problem with the Queen's Crown finals. You know, it was only 5 minutes long, but it was a good 5-minute match with, honestly, for me, an unexpected winner. Which we now know is Selena, obviously, but Finn and Woods had a damn good match. They had a damn good match. Like every match was really, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So moving on, I haven't finished the Impact pay-per-view yet. Life events got in the way, but I will be finishing it before tomorrow's show. I only have one match left, the world title match.
Okay.
But we did open with the Inspiration. And I love seeing them back on TV. They're fantastic. They are the new tag team champions, the new Knockouts tag team champions, which is great. I will say I'm not in love with the theme song.
Okay. They really
I don't know if that's anyone else.
They laid into it. Did you watch the video before the performance?
Yes, I have.
Okay. They laid on the performance a little too heavy, I thought.
To me, it doesn't sound like a wrestling theme song.
No, I'm with you on
that. It just sounds like a song.
Mm-hmm.
As a song,
it's a fine song, in the video.
Yeah, it's
pretty
fine.
Good.
The video's great. I especially love Jessie McKay doing her awkward twerk, which I can tell she probably laughed right after doing it, but like I don't know, the song
Okay.
I did like that they got to speak a little bit though.
Good.
So that was good.
No, so that was great. You say you got all but the last match gone there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the weakest part of the show was the gauntlet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't like that at all.
It just seemed like a lot and kind of confusing,
like that at all.
And they weren't great at following what was happening. So like that.
Yeah, Striker and D'Lo got lost.
Yeah. Like there's just like too much, and it's like stuff was happening during entrances, and you like flat missed it. I'm like, like.
Yeah, I don't even remember when Rachel Ellerling got eliminated.
No, because I don't think we saw it, because her and Steels maybe probably fell out about the same time. I like that it was intergender. I was sad that.
Oh, I love that it was intergender. Honestly, and WWE will never do this.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine a 60-person Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. 60-person, 30 men, 30 women.
Mm-hmm.
Throw them all in. One person
happen.
gets the shot.
I mean, we kind of did.
And you know what? You know what? At that point, fuck it. They can go for any belt.
We kind of did it for Money in the Bank, right? So
a little bit.
So that was good. I was really happy. That Missy got the CELP in action in that 3-way with Trey Miguel and
that was a good match.
Also, Steve Macklin's fucking great.
he impressed me. That upside down spear.
Yes. So if you didn't watch, so Trey Miguel's doing like one of those kind of springboard things off the rope. So he's in the point where he's on his hands in the mid springboard up against the ropes, and Macklin comes in and spears him through the ropes upside down.
Mm-hmm. It was great.
Fantastic.
By the way, where do I watch the Digital Media Championship?
You have to subscribe to the Impact Plus or the Impact YouTube membership.
Okay, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
So that's their that's their ongoing content for that platform. So,
okay, yeah, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
it's not a YouTube.
I wanted to see that
wait.
match, too.
Actually, now I think about it, well, that was the
Is it-
pre-show. That was also the pre-show, so that might be up for free. So I would
Okay.
check the YouTube channel. I also I think
Check their website.
yeah, check their website too, because I think they might be up there. I actually think because the tournament they had for the Digital Media Championship. Now I think about it, reading back the emails,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's first for members, and then I think they do release them for free. So I'm pretty
All
sure.
the
Go ahead.
all the tournament matches eventually ended up on ImpactWrestling.com.
Oh, okay. It is
okay.
on their YouTube.
Okay,
So I
there you go.
will also watch that later tonight.
Yeah, and there should be a couple of matches with her from a tournament, right?
Yeah, because I want to see the Jordan Grace deal.
Yeah. Hey, related, Impact-ish wrestling. I just saw that friend of the show, Sam Beal, is going to be in town for RWA next month. So I forgot who they said he was taking on, but they have a match graphic up for him already. But that's really cool. But anyways, good to see him still coming around the Pittsburgh area. So any other notes from the show? Generally, what's your generally era of the show? Again,
Yeah, I want to know what your general vibe feel was for Impact.
It was fine. The women hooked me way more than the men.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say on that show. Apart from the X Division, the X Division title match was insane.
That Mickey,
but I mean that's always Impact.
Yeah.
You can give me an Impact from any year of their existence. Tell me there's an X Division title match. I'm gonna watch it and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know the men's division, W Morrissey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Mm-hmm. Moose, I've never liked Moose.
Although Morrissey's doing good. Moose is always take him or leave him, but he had a fantastic match against Sam Adonis at Warrior last week. That's kind of got me back on the Moose train.
But see, the thing is, Moose can have as good of a match as he possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
But the second he hits that spear, I get immediately taken out of it because he has the dirt worst looking spear I've ever seen. It looks like he's trying to roll them over in a sunset flip because he somersaults.
Mm-hmm.
He is a large man.
Yes.
He should just be running straight at someone and spearing them. Lashley does this too, and I hate it when Lashley does it. I hate it when Moose does it. It really, I can't. I can't. I just can't. Every time I see Moose do that spear, I'm like, dude, you're not good at this.
Yeah.
You're good at many other things.
He's very good at some other things. So, but generally, I'm with you. Not on that. Well, you had to have had a good time like I did when we had the best of comebacks of the Demon in the Gauntlet.
I was never a Kiss guy, Sorg. I'm sorry.
But as a late dying days of WCW guy,
sorry,
and I did make sure I tag our friend Spoon Doug Durda of Yids Love Barbecue because he is a big Kiss guy. So
I mean, good for Dale Torberg.
Yes.
Great for him.
Oh yeah.
Great for him. Absolutely.
It was a.
I wonder if they were also supposed to get Gangrel but couldn't.
Yeah. So. But generally, it was a fun show. Deanna and Mickey.
Oh, great match!
Fantastic. Yep.
Mike, did you get to see? And I'm not sure if they ran this. Probably didn't run it in its entirety. Did you get to see Deanna and Mickey's brawl at Mickey's Ranch? That segment they ran on
they
Impact
showed
a couple weeks ago?
a clip of it. I'm like, oh, this looks wild.
It was absolutely amazing.
It looks wild, but I mean, I shouldn't expect any less from someone who got hit by the Hogwarts Express.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes, that
shouldn't
is true.
expect any less from it.
That was fantastic. It was like a weird custom match when you looked at it. It was like who.
I'm hoping it's on the pre-show.
Already
if it's on the pre-show, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Well, it's out there. I mean,
it's on the YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
like
I'm
watching YouTube,
no,
but
it's
I'll
worth
find
it.
it.
It's long. I mean, it's not like a 30-second
It's like
scrap.
6. It's like 6 minutes.
3 minutes of them brawling, and there's a point during this brawl. two big takeaways. Mickey tries to drown Deanna, all right,
As
in a
you do.
bucket, and
As
Deanna
you do.
grabs a pitchfork at one point.
As
It
you
looks like
do.
she's ready to use it. And I can't remember what else was happening that same week.
So it was.
But
so
there
it's
was like
the,
another. There was another brawl segment in another company, and it came off like so. You had like this. I can't remember what this other segment was because it was very forgettable and kind of lukewarm. And then you have Deanna and Mickey trying to murder each other on a ranch, and it was like the difference between these two segments was miles apart because Impact knows how to book a women's division.
That's
They
right.
are
I-
the
that's
best.
true.
They do.
That's true.
Okay.
They
There's
do.
always 3 or 4 storylines going.
Mhm.
They are the best.
I will absolutely hand it to them. Like, the only thing I wish the women lasted longer in that gauntlet match.
Yeah. They were
But,
in there. Yeah. So
It is what it is.
they're there to at least be there, and there's the possibility. But that door is open that they could win in the future. So
Yeah, Striker and D'Lo, they're fine.
Mhm.
I appreciate a 2-man booth.
yes.
I appreciate a 2-man booth like you wouldn't believe. They're fine. Striker.
Oh, Brandon says that it was the week that Rollins went into Edge's house.
Oh, I think he's right.
Oh,
right.
yeah,
So
but
it was
there-
like Edge's...
But there wasn't a brawl there.
No.
It
But
was just
funny,
Rollins
like,
drinking some orange juice and insulting Art.
Yeah, but the immediate reaction by me was Rollins shows up at Edge's house and goes to drinks his orange juice. Deanna Purrazzo shows up at Mickey's house and tries to stab her with a pitchfork. So it was just a worthwhile, 2 very different goals being trying to
Absolutely.
be accomplished, but it was funny nonetheless.
Absolutely. So I mean, I'm not gonna say, because I don't think, even though I buy these things, I can't say almost any pay-per-view is worth a $40 or $50 price tag these days.
No pay-per-view. Even if the pay-per-view mentioned my name specifically, it would not be worth $50.
Yes, and that's only happened on wherever Fight
on
Underground was.
the series finale of Lucha Underground. Yeah.
Just,
By the
just
way,
because WWE doesn't know how much their own programming is worth anymore
yeah.
doesn't mean these other companies don't know how much they're
Yeah, like
their
I
stuff
think
is worth. They got a price
25-30
point.
is the sweet spot. 25-30 is the
Yeah,
sweet
But,
spot.
yeah.
but there have been studies. I don't want to go too far down this road, but there have been studies. I know I've heard Meltzer talk about this a billion times about how when WWE would run the in your house pay-per-views at the lower price point, eventually they went to the 3-hour model, jacked up the prices, and they got the exact same, if not more, buys for the higher price point because
But that
for
was
whatever reason people interpreted higher price with
But they also
more
had better
value or
stories
whatever
at that
kind of
point, too.
brain thing was going on there. The point is, I think the whole network thing and now being on Peacock is kind of like it's kind of screwed up the system for everybody else.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
this is not unusual to ask people to pay for a pay-per-view.
And to be
you know.
fair, AEW and Impact only ask for your money 4 times a year, right? On that level, I mean, Impact is asking for a monthly fee as well on YouTube or their app that doesn't work. And same with Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, because somebody told me Chachi was telling me he purchased the Knockouts Knockdown as a pay-per-view. I'm just like, how did you do that? I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh yeah, no, on cable providers.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it was available
He
online,
didn't
too.
do it on cable. He probably did, maybe Fight was offering or somewhere, but he did that, and I was like, he's like, how much? I was like, how much did you pay? And he's like, $9.99. I was like, okay, that's not bad. Like, at least he didn't pay like $20-30 for it. But I was like, like you could have just signed up for the membership on YouTube for $5, right? So he's like, no, I had no idea. I'm like, well, that's how they got you. Well, it's just like that time I bought AEW, the last pay-per-view on Bleacher Report. They only let you have it for about 72 hours. And I could have completely bought it on Fight, but I had no idea. And it's still have it in my collection and just threw away $50 for replays, that bothers me, and we're not doing that again. So, but no, I'm glad you had the opportunity. I think for me, for me, you watching this show made it worthwhile for me to pay for it. So,
yeah, like I said, I have to finish the last match. I already got spoiled on.
okay,
I guess like what the end result was. I don't know how we got there.
man, but man, I want you to see how they do it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
there's
curious.
something. There's
I'm
something
curious.
very, very special about how that exchange happened that I loved as a story point. So
Yeah, no, I have a feeling I know what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say it here and be wrong, but I just
well, I mean, we all
I have
we've
an idea
all
in my
seen the
head.
show. What do you think is going to happen, or what do you think happened at the end of this match?
well, I think it's actually going to be two separate matches
Okay.
because the video package that Josh Alexander did was that he was like when he won the X Division title, he brought it home to his kids, and he's
Yeah.
like, I can't wait to bring that title home to my kids, and I think he's gonna beat Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he's gonna get cashed in on very quickly with a terrible looking spear.
Well, I
And
want
also, Facebook went down completely, Sorg.
maybe I'm seeing.
It might be me.
I think it's you. 'Cause
Maybe
It might be
I
you.
see
I
it.
think we're
I
okay.
see it. I see
So-
it.
Okay.
But
Okay,
anyways,
yeah, it's back.
so I will just put this in.
Mhm.
The wife and child are ringside.
Of course, there. Okay.
No odds.
Okay.
So, mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's Matt, did you see the end of this? How this went down?
Nope.
Man, I think you'd enjoy it too. So please at least check that match out. Anyways, but anyway, as far as their biggest pay-per-view of the year, I think they really delivered. I mean, there wasn't much of a slouch on that show, right?
Eh,
Well, as I said, the Gauntlet was a little to me.
the gauntlet was like
and the violent the Heath
yeah,
Slater
like
Rhino
it was the
thing.
most predictable part of the show.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, the Heath Slater Rhino thing, which I didn't know the story going into it, so I just like.
Oh, I mean,
so,
they did a nice video package on it. Explained
Yeah.
the story
Yeah, it was
well
good.
enough
It's
for.
good. I gotta say, between the Josh Alexander thing, between the Mickey James thing, there was something else that they did on there that I was like, I want to see where they go with this. There's somebody was in there, and I'm like, they're going to do some fun vignettes with them, and I can't remember who it is. Like ELP is there. Like I really want to roll Impact Wrestling into my watch list. Frost is all over that show these days, so I'm Lady Frost. So who, by the way, we have officially scheduled in next week on the show, both Lady Frost and Victor Benjamin. So we'll be catching up on.
Oh, they can give out Butterfingers for trick or treaters.
No, that's after.
That's after Halloween.
Yeah,
That's
that's
correct.
a week after Halloween.
They'll be handing
Okay.
out the candy that we don't want.
Oh.
Wow.
Are you ready for your Mallow cups, guys? Anyways,
Savage is gonna steal all the peanut butter cups. That's for damn sure.
yeah,
true.
that's happening. That's happening for sure. We're doing top rape tabletop Friday night, and I don't like I called him Benjamin Button for some reason when he was talking about peanut butter, and it got really weird. So.
Did he start aging in reverse? Is
Yeah,
that-
maybe that's what's happening. I don't know.
maybe that's what happened in the D&D game.
Is that what? No. Not
Maybe?
entirely. There was a lot of
Question mark?
nobody lost their brain this time. That was good.
That's good. That's solid.
Yeah, because somebody just like it was like on the floor next to him. It was like really awkward.
I mean, you hate to see it.
You hate to see it. You
You
hate to see
hate
it.
when
Yeah.
that happens.
And it's even more interesting to role play it. So, yes.
That's what I've
I
heard.
think it was Idol's character that happened to. Just an Idol's character. But anyways.
Raw?
Raw. I was happy to see a lot.
No, I thought Raw was a good show.
I can't say I paid terribly much attention, but like when I saw they had a ladder match with the four that were in there, Seth, Finn, Owens, and Mysterio, I was more interested. So I tried to pay a little bit more attention than I usually do when we got to that match. Otherwise, I really can't tell you anything worthwhile for the rest of the show.
It's basically, Seth Rollins wins the ladder match, gets the contract, so he's the next challenger for Big E. And they're set up for Becky versus Bianca for the women's title for next week.
They had a good promo too.
And there is, I feel like this is noteworthy, if for no other reason than I've spent a good portion of this year obsessing over wrestlers who are age 25 or younger. So when I saw Austin Theory versus Dominic Mysterio, I perked up because I was like, here we go. We got 2 kids from that classification. And I gotta tell you, like the difference between Austin Theory and Dominic is palpable. Austin looks like a guy with a future.
Hey,
Dominic looks like he needs some work.
Dominic just needs to remember his real roots. That's all that needs to happen.
It's disappointing to me because we've talked about this many times about how well that his first match at that SummerSlam against Rollins, how well that came off. It feels like it's been kind of ever since. I'm just kind of waiting for something.
I mean, but that first match was also in front of nobody. You have to remember that. This is basically him starting all over again because he hasn't worked in front of fans before.
I'd be interested to hear another from. I think there's some merit to that, and I'd be interested to
because
hear
we also don't know. We also don't know how much of that match with Rollins was redone.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was they put that in the can, right? So
it's very possible.
Yeah. So I mean, you could do anything. It's almost a cinematic. It's just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'd be interested to hear what other wrestlers think about that. About what kind of what that could do to your development if you were starting out in front of nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And not like anywhere else.
Yeah, not like training sessions, but like real full-on matches and shit. Like,
I'm having matches with literally everything you would expect just around a wrestling match, except for
the
actual
fans.
human beings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If that can mess you up, I don't know. It's interesting.
But before we get I need to talk about something. So last week we crowned a King of the Ring.
We did,
and it was Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. WWE did the correct thing. They gave the people what they want. I saw someone online on a podcast I listened to kind of shit on it because they didn't like that. Woods has been asking to be King of the Ring. He wants to be King of the Ring and all that stuff. Like, it's like, oh, give the baby his bottle. Like, okay, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is the boyhood dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Ring has been something that no one has really cared about since it had its own pay-per-view, essentially, or since King Booker. That was the last time anyone really cared about the King of the Ring game.
Accurate, except for King Barrett for Matt over there.
I cared about King Barrett. I was the only
one.
Well,
no, I'm saying we all cared about certain kings. Like, I love King Regal.
Well, you mean general. But you mean in the general
the general sense.
Yes, not the
general sensibilities.
Yes.
Yeah. And their main complaint was that Xavier Woods didn't turn heel to win King of the Ring
yet.
and for me, like, I really started thinking about this. Like, first of all, I want someone like, if King of the Ring is going to be something that, because let's look at what would Finn have done if he was King of the Ring. We might get a Demon King entrance at one point.
Continue to lose to everybody.
And that's probably about it. I would rather have a King of the Ring that's actually passionate about being King of the Ring, that actually wants to make it something. It's like when Miz or Cody wanted to be the Intercontinental Champion and they wanted to bring it to prominence. You can do that with Xavier Woods in the King of the Ring.
Was Xavier represented tonight on the show?
No, he's on SmackDown.
Oh, was he on SmackDown last week?
Oh yeah, they had a whole coronation.
Oh, okay.
They had a whole coronation. It was very good. Kofi, bestowed upon him. They had a scroll and shit. It was great.
Oh, I need to find this clip. Okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I'm going to have to find this.
But and then I thought about more the point of Woods turning heel to become King of the Ring. And I started to think about this a lot more. And I've been listening to the New Day's podcast a lot. And it dawned on me that we are witnessing something that I don't know if I've ever seen in my history of watching wrestling. I forget who said it on one of their podcasts, but they talked about like Big E not having to go heel to win the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, if you think about it, the New Day is a completely rare thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not just a tag team. They're not just a tag team that's lasted a long time. They're not like the Road Warriors or something like that. This is a group that was 3 guys scraping the bottom of the barrel when they started the group. One guy, Woods, probably would have been fired if it didn't work. They were put together because they asked to be, not given the gimmick that they wanted, made it their own, became best friends with each other in the meantime. And ever since then, like they've been going on, what, 7-8 years now? Something like that.
At least.
Not a shred of animosity at all.
Mm-mm.
Now, they've been heels and they've been faces, but they've always been together. Even when they're on separate shows, they're together. I know we give WWE a lot of crap for typically doing the easiest, laziest booking. Do you know what the laziest booking is? Breaking up the New Day.
Like you
Like
always
having
do.
them feud with each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's the laziest booking.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really thinking about this. But like, it's probably the most accurate display of friendship in the WWE. Like, I'm going to say ever. Because even like, I'm trying to think of friendships that lasted longer, like Edge and Christian. They fought a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They feuded a lot with each other.
Mhm.
Shawn and Marty, same deal. Like, I guess the closest thing would be like the Hart Foundation, but even they had a lot of infighting. Like, there's been no animosity at all. And it's just been like a brotherhood. And I guess the closest thing to that would be in AEW, like the Elite. Because even when Adam Cole came in, like, you know, everyone was like, oh no, is Adam Cole going to super kick the Young Bucks? Like, of course not, because he's their friend. Like, it's very similar to that. Like, but even the Elite have had infighting before. But it's I don't feel like we give WWE enough credit for not breaking up the New Day.
Okay.
And for, granted, they're not always the freshest act. I'll grant you that. But they're always together. And I think that kind of has to be respected. Because, like, it got Kofi the title. It got Big E the title. And it got Xavier Woods King of the Ring. Not to mention all the tag title reigns they have.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Most
And-
successful
and-
faction.
Yeah. I mean,
And not
I mean-
successful after they broke up. Successful as a
as
faction.
a faction. Yeah.
Continually.
And without adding members
Mm-hmm.
or replacing members. It's not the Horsemen. It's not the NWO. It's not even Evolution. It's something wholly and completely different. Now, having said that, I'm sure one of us at some point will probably say Kofi turns on Xavier because of the King of the Ring stuff. But
I don't want
think it's going to
see it
happen.
happen. I don't want
No,
to see it
I
happen.
don't think it's
No,
going to happen.
no.
But I'm sure someone on this show at some point is going to say, is Kofi going to turn on Xavier because of all this
No.
King of the Ring stuff? Like, is the King of the Ring going to
No.
go to Woods' head? You know,
The
stuff like that.
closest thing, I think, the closest thing you happen is a friendly, competitive thing. And like, do you think like the Xavier Woods thing, it goes to a head and it becomes like an intervention situation?
No, I don't even think we go there.
Okay.
I don't even think we go there. I think they just, because if you think about it, think about like real life. Sorg, we've been friends for a long time. Matt, we've been friends for a long time. Have either of you ever thought about turning on me?
Every other week.
Not lately.
Damn it. I'm trying to make a point, you assholes. No, but
Especially
like,
on Mondays.
real friendships. No, like you don't stab each other in the back. That's
No,
not how
no,
friendship-
yeah.
Right, right. You
That's-
don't.
Like, like that's not how. Like Sorg, if you did something really cool for your career, I'm just gonna be happy for you.
Yes.
Or if there's anything I can do to help your career,
Yes.
I will help you as my friend.
Yes.
And I'd like to think you do the same.
Well, I've only heel turned on.
That's what the New Day is.
I've only heel turned on 2 people in my life.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like that's a really wonderful, powerful thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's fantastic, and I don't think we give WWE enough credit for that. And that's my little soapbox. I'm gonna step down now. I'm gonna let you guys digest. But
Sure, I'll pick up the ball. The New Day is like the last outpost of real friendship on WWE TV.
Oh.
It needs to be protected and defended at all costs.
Yes.
We can't let them do this and break up. Dude, they figured out a way to like nearly break up the Usos. All right, so
They did break up the
Bella
Usos.
twins. The Bella twins turned on each other in this company. Twin sisters. All right, so
I wish you died in the womb.
seriously, there's always this growing, and what inevitably what happens, they get back together. If they break up the New Day, they're just going to get back together. So let's just keep them together.
I wish.
And let's at least, as long as you have the New Day, you can at least say, you know what, friendship may be dead in WWE, but the New Day is on a higher plane above WWE, beyond friendship, beyond wrestling friendship. It's important. It really is. And you were sitting there thinking like, I can't remember another faction. I can't really. I'm trying to rack my brain, trying to think of like any other faction or group that has had that kind of dynamic where it's like real friends helping each other who stay friends.
I
don't
can't think
stab
of
each other in the back,
like...
and I can't think of anything.
No.
Anywhere.
Although you did, this is a really good point, but unfortunately you got my head going on this idea of there being a third Bella twin that we thought died in the womb, and it turns into like
Breezy Bella.
Yeah, and it turns like into like a Venture Brothers situation, and maybe the third Bella, before like she was like actually in it, like would have been like played by Nikki Cross or something.
No, it'd be played by Tyler Breeze. We already had it.
Oh wait, we did have it. Oh, you're right.
Breezy Bella.
Breezy
There's
Bella.
even a clip.
It's like a Smurf.
Where Breezy Bella is arguing with Nikki Bella, and John Cena takes Breezy away. I was watching one of Breeze's streams. He does like Royal Rumbles, like on his YouTube feed, and one of the clips is John Cena taking away Breezy Bella, and he's like, "Come on, Nicole," and Nikki Bella's just like, "What?" It's fantastic. And Tina's bringing up something interesting in the chat. She's saying she's calling it now at day 1 coming up in Atlanta. She thinks Xavier is going to bring up King of the Ring to get a shot at Roman. It's a new day 1. Yes, it is.
Kind of work.
It's a new day 1. Oh, and he's even gonna start. He'll start the clap. New day 1. New day 1. Yeah. Okay. I can
have a WTF pay-per-view for December. I mean, technically day 1, I suppose, but that's really January.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Just one less thing to pay attention to.
I think we're gonna get a couple special Raws and SmackDowns.
We really gonna sit down and watch a pay-per-view on New Year's Day? Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. New Year's Day is just the day that nothing happens, and you forget.
Yeah, New Year's Day is the day where we're all hungover as shit. So yeah,
you really don't have any plans for that day, so trust me.
Like you.
Yeah, unless you an idiot and worked at Toys R Us for 10 years, then you have plans New Year's Day.
It's usually you wake up for me, I wake up New Year's Day. Like say, so what do we do on New Year's Day again? I'm like, that's right. I'm going to go to Mom's and I'm going to get some sauerkraut and pork. Got it.
Exactly. Yep. That's how it goes for me too. And then
That's
you
right.
try to tell yourself, I'll watch football all day, but you don't watch football all day. You watch like 5 minutes of football and you realize there's no good games on. Really, these bowl games are no good. But this year, you'll be able to be like, you know what? Maybe we will watch the wrestling tonight. We'll see what's going on.
There you go. There you go. I won't have.
We'll see if WWE can convince us to watch wrestling in front of our families. See how that can go. That's always a tough. That's a tough
Saturday.
bridge to cross.
Wow, that's gonna be cool. Okay.
Yeah.
WWE's gonna be here in town on the 28th.
Mhm.
Did you catch that? Like here in Pittsburgh, we got the holiday tour
Traditional
on the 28th.
holiday tour stop. They
Yep.
usually come around here.
Yeah, they do. They do. So maybe I'll go by that. I don't know. Like yes, I've claimed I'm going to WrestleMania. Still not sold on WWE product lately. So I'm making a big bet here.
You're gonna travel to Texas for WrestleMania, but
Well,
they
to
bring
be
the
fair,
holiday tour to your
he's traveling
backyard.
to
You're
Texas.
like,
He's traveling to Texas for work.
You're right. He's gonna be there
It's-
anyway.
he just happens
well, yeah,
to be there
well,
for
I
WrestleMania.
want to make it a little bit of a work trip, but it's not going to be a profitable one. So, but,
Okay.
so-
Well, not if you're going to
yeah.
WrestleMania.
Actually, in the long run, it's going to be like I said, it's going to be a stopgap. I'm planning to just hang out in Texas for a week until I need to go to work in California that next weekend. Like that's so. Eamon, I hope you got an extra room handy so I can just hang out with you guys.
Set an extra place for dinner, Eamon.
Yes, an extra
We're coming over.
for a few nights. So
Oh, real quick before we get out of here, NXT tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah,
Halloween
Halloween
Havoc.
Havoc.
All right.
Should
I just want to throw this out
Okay,
there. All right.
okay.
I don't. There's a little degenerate in me that wants to get out. So I found a sports book that's running odds on wrestling,
No.
Oh, no.
and I put a 5 spot on Braun Breaker
What the
for
hell?
tomorrow night. So we're gonna
Really?
get this done for us, you know.
What were his odds?
I think he's going at like him and Ciampa were getting the same odds at -120. So you bet 5, you win like 483.
Okay.
Okay. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I would have bet on Mandy Rose.
Mm.
Now
That's the smart money bet.
I was talking about this with somebody else, another degenerate, blossoming degenerate wrestling gambler,
So Mason.
and I was like,
Mason.
should I?
It's
Should I
Mason.
try? No, it's not Mason. We're not going down that road.
It's the 8-year-old.
No will be old enough to gamble before Mason, so we're gonna wait on him. But I was like, should I attempt? Should we do the toxic attraction parlay with
What?
and take
the trifecta.
Mandy to
The toxic
win
attraction trifecta.
the
Yeah.
toxic attraction parlay where you take Mandy to win the women's title and Gigi Dolan and JC Jane to take the women's tag title
Honestly, I
on
can
the
see
same
it.
night. Yeah,
I
it's
could
all
see
or
it.
nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah.
think one of them is going to win, you take them both.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it because we never got to do that with Legato, at least not yet. But I could see them doing it with Toxic Attraction because then you can like you have to get those tag belts off of VO so she can win the Rumble.
Question: should I catch up on NXT or should I just drop
That's
in?
very optimistic of you, Mike. What?
Thank you.
Should I catch up on NXT or should I just drop into Halloween Havoc?
You should
Just
go,
drop in.
Just
drop
go
in.
Drop
back.
in.
No, just go back and watch all of the Tony D'Angelo segments on NXT.
I have
That's
not seen him
all
yet.
you need.
I have not seen him yet. I need to
It's
watch
the
him.
funniest,
Yeah.
dumbest character, but this dude, like, they give guys a lot of dumb characters on this
Is
show.
it Vinny Massaro but worse?
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
And I'll explain to you why. Because everyone's getting dumb gimmicks. So like Joe Gacy's got like a stupid woke gimmick. He's terrible. Duke Hudson's supposed to be a card player. He sucks. Tony D'Angelo
The
gets
hell?
the Sopranos character, and he has convinced me that he is from a mob family. Okay, all right? He's talking with a stupid accent. He's trying to buy off the referee before the match. He's
Oh, wow.
kidnapping people and tucking them into the trunk of his car. It's all happening.
I mean, we've had
Tony
people do that
D'Angelo
before.
is a real treat.
Wow.
So
All right. Well, on that note, we got to roll out here, guys. This has been fun.
I saw Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills. I started watching
Yeah.
and then realized I didn't watch the one from 2018. Was confused on what it was, so I stopped and watched Dune, and then realized it's only the first part, and got sad. Dune, very nice movie. Also, boring Star Wars. Anyways,
Halloween Kills. A lot of deaths. A lot of deaths, not a lot of story.
Oh, so it didn't matter if I didn't watch the original? Okay. All right.
Oh no. The one from 2018 is pretty good actually. I like that one
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
But this is the very much the setup to the third movie.
Does everybody hate the Rob Zombie ones? Because I like them.
I don't even know if I saw them.
They were very Rob Zombie. I thought they were fine. Anyways, cool. Okay. All right then. Are we the new Halloweens? They ignore like basically 3 through everything, right?
Oh yeah.
Because well, one.
They might even ignore 2.
Okay.
I don't even remember what 2 is. They might even ignore
2 was like the rest of the same night.
Oh, okay, then it's
like,
probably from 2 on.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
they did the same thing with the Rob Zombie ones too.
Yeah.
Like it was like it like basically it moved into
Yeah,
like,
but the one from 2018
a hospital
is real
or
good.
something.
The one
Okay.
from 2018 is real good.
Yeah. All right.
It's
all right.
real good.
It wasn't on streaming, or I would have just kind of did that because the wife
I'm
was at
surprised it wasn't on Peacock.
it. It wasn't. It wasn't on anything.
You figure if the sequel is going to be on Peacock, then the original.
But you don't know what rights was already in line. Just like all these quote Disney movies coming out there, like Free Guy, that's popping up over on HBO first. So, yes.
Did you guys see this Uncharted trailer?
I did not.
Give me a man. I Tom Holland's fine. He's a really good Spider-Man. This ain't it. All right. I don't want to just single him out because you know what, Mark Wahlberg, you ain't it either, buddy.
Say hi to your mother for me.
I saw only one casting choice in that movie I liked in that trailer, and that was Antonio Banderas. Everyone else, get in the bin. I can't believe it. We've screwed up another video game movie. I can't believe it.
Hey, I'm still waiting to hear The Miz being announced as Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat 2. That's all I'm waiting for.
I'm really if they do it.
Dancing with the Stars champion The Miz as Johnny Cage.
That's the path. He's gonna get it now.
Guys,
He's got that Dancing with the Stars gig.
We are scheduled to have the Beastman join us here tomorrow night on the show, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I have not received word from his handler. I don't know if he's made it back from Jamaica. He might be still rocking out with Warhorse. I don't know. So
You'll have to ask him how Kim Chi's doing these days.
We'll have to do that tomorrow. Yeah. So that's happening tomorrow. Also, it's Halloween, so we should probably dress up or something, right? So we invite all the Mayhemers to join us. Actually, yes, we invite all the Mayhemers, all the regulars, all the participants that have been on the show before. Tell you what, we're gonna do. If you dress up and you hit me up on the DMs, we'll do a little bit of a Halloween party second half. How about that? I just booked it. If you guys are up for it. So so that's out there, and yeah. That's it. Mad Mike 483 on the tweets. No, that's me. That's Matt, actually. Hi. Mainstream Matt of Just Pro Wrestling News.
Thank you, Sorg. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed this time we had together.
And Mad Mike 483 on the tweets. I can't wait for his final watch through of the last match of that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it after hopefully the rain dies and I can take the garbage out. Then I'll finish watching Impact. And maybe working on my special project while I watch it.
Would you pay $5 a month to watch the Iconics on pay-per-view?
Nope.
No?
I love them. No.
Well, at least you don't have to. I don't think you have to pay anything to watch the shows. So.
Yeah, I think as long as Fight is active, I can watch the shows.
I think you're good.
But I may just try and keep up on them via clips on their YouTube.
Yeah, honestly, YouTube's you'd probably be fine. So they put anything significant up.
Because
they're really good. They're actually really good at that.
Like I said, the rest of the roster didn't really hook me.
Yeah.
But like the women's, if I could just get a distilled version of the women's division in Impact and a random X Division match once a month.
Can I get
That's how I would like to consume my Impact.
You need the Mad Mike cut. I got you. Right.
I do, yeah. Release the Mad Mike cut.
Release the Mad Mike cut. Josh Matthews. Thank you, everybody. I'm at Sorgatron on the tweets. Follow along. I will be in Boston this weekend. Boston. And I will be doing boxing in Boston Friday night.
Boston.
Friday night. I don't know what we're streaming to necessarily yet. Wait on those details. But yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. And shout outs to 247 MMA here in town. We did the live stream for them this weekend. That's on pay-per-view, and there's a bunch of, I think there's some clips already popping up maybe on their social media. And there was a watch our feed, because there's a pro wrestling style. There's a match that didn't happen under really peculiar circumstances, apparently. Like, a guy disappeared like an hour before the show. It was weird. But I found an intermission. We're cutting a match. I was like, oh, all right.
Was it the ninjas that kidnapped Samoa Joe?
Something like it. Must have been. But anyways, a lot of fun stuff going on. Stay tuned. Check out indiewrestling.us. A lot of great wrestling action happening over there, and a lot of interesting stuff popping up on our TikTok. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. Stay tuned for Silk Stockings and Up All Night.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.